Hello everyone, today we're gonna begin our Dark Souls 3 Sorcerer playthrough. First, let's create our character. On. There we go. Now, we're not gonna go for exactly Purient build. Well, as close to Purient as we could get it. By pure, I mean like 60 intelligence. We want a strong caster by the end of this. So we'll choose Sorcerer because it's got the highest starting intelligence and attunement. You can choose Assassin, but it's got more points and faith than I'd like to have. As for Burial Gift, it doesn't really matter, because you'll find them all throughout the game. But we'll choose Sovereign of Soul. And we'll load this up. And let's start. Okay, so Cemetery of Ashes tutorial area. Now here, these are instructions for how you play the game. Specifically, they basically tell you what the controls are. These are control prompts. If you played through the other two games in this series of Dark Souls 1 and 2, they're pretty much the same. There are some differences in terms of mechanics. Mainly the blue bar at the top left corner of the screen. And there's no number next to our spells telling us how many times we can use the spell. Speed of which, target lock and release, strong attack. Okay, so first glance, it's a sort of mana bar system instead of, well, the way they did it in Dark Souls 1 and 2. In Dark Souls 1 and 2, in order to be able to use more of a particular spell, you had to attune multiple copies of that same spell. Now it's more of just attune one spell and basically make the blue bar bigger in order to be able to use more of that spell. Oh, the blue bar covers all the spells now, so... Anyways, get your stat screen. Better explanation. Attunements, the attribute governing FP, the blue bar, the mana bar. Also determines the number of attunement slots. And FP stands for focus points, but we'll use mana bar because it's easier, more convenient. Required to use spells and skills. Use the Ashen Estus Flask or rest at a bonfire to replenish. So... basically, Dark Souls 1 and 2, spells had certain number of usages. Attune multiple copies of a spell in order to get more usages out of a particular spell. Dark Souls 3, it's basically pump attunement to get more usages out of your spells in general. And all you need is just one slot, one copy of a spell in order to use that spell. Let's kill this one. And we get Ashen Estus Flask. That's good. Guard. And critical hit. That one's dead. Now here you could practice parrying and riposting. We're gonna try that. And if it doesn't work, well... oh, it worked! I was not anticipating that it would work that fast, but anyways, practice kicking. L and RT is jump attack. Also, pressing RT while running is a jump attack. Case in point. Let's backstab him. X, use items equipped in the quick item bar. Specifically, you go to equipment. And here's the items. Basically, you could have max of 10 allocated to your quick item bar. And toggle through the items in the quick item bar with down. Left and right change through weapons equipped in respective hands. Up is going through your attuned spells. Now, heavy soul arrow, it's like soul arrow, but does at least double the damage, or approximately double the damage of regular soul arrow, but it's slower, aka the cast time for it's higher. Anyways, LT while two-handing to use the skill of the right weapon. Shit on. Okay, there we go. Look at item info. This has skill shield spur. Basically, break through enemy shields and inflict damage directly. Steady chant. Boost the strength for your sorceries. Most staffs have this. There's like one staff in the entire game that doesn't have that ability. And this has the skill parry. Basically, check your shield's item description to see if you can parry or not, or just mess around with it. Equip it in left hand, press LT to see if you can parry or not. There it is. Let's buff our staff. Now, it says steady shed works in either hand. You can equip your staff in the left hand and still be able to use the skill. We get Cleric's Sacred Chime. It's a faith item. Anyways, we're going to go on this little side path to get a large amount of souls. Which, again, useful considering how low level we are. And the lower the level, the more souls you have on you means the more levels you're able to go up. Oh, this is going to be a challenge, possibly, as evidenced by the massive amount of blood stains. Alright, come on. Almost. There we go. And riposte. You could do that to some enemies, hit them in particular body parts, particular areas, and be able to riposte them after enough hits in that area. It's kind of like Bloodborne. Okay, somehow you missed. I actually thought it was going to hit me. Oh. Come on, Crystal. You're gonna die. And riposte. And we get Tynite Scale. Now, Tynite Scale, read for Soul Transposed Weapon +4. Basically, use this to upgrade your boss weapons. Weapons forged from the souls of bosses. The last line basically tells us what we killed was a crystal lizard that devoured souls, growing to that size. And we get Soul of an Unknown Traveler. Now, there are several strategies of dealing with that ravenous crystal lizard. That's what it's officially called. You could have lured him here, let him try rolling off or jumping off, then punch attack him and repeat. Basically keep him around here so you can punch attack. We're able to move through waist-high water. Ah. Oh well. Change weapon, tackle items. Ah, nice mountain vista. Behind us is a castle. We'll go there later. And that shrine's our destination. Well, after we beat the boss in the area. Rest. And we get the rest gesture. We'll ignore that enemy. Well, we'll get to it. But first, we're going to do this without using our spells. Alright. Got our Cleric's Sacred Chime. Now, you can hold RT to do a charge attack. Basically slower than regular strong attack, but does double the damage. Alright. Come on. There we go. This enemy's dead. Stab, stab. You'll see why we have the staff out in a moment. Basically just go around here and snipe this guy. And that's why we sniped the first guy with the archer. And we get firebombs from the remains. Firebombs. Apparently they have strafe and dex scaling now. I don't know if this has always been a thing or they just did this lately. Anyways, equip those. Okay, there seems to be like one more enemy left to kill. Jumping. Get Tynite Shard. And plunge attack. I believe I also stomped on his head. And got Fading Soul. It gives you like 50 souls when consumed. Not much. But any number of souls helps us in terms of leveling up. And here's the boss. Now, I'm going to remove the sword from him. And that mass of black tentacles on his back, that will be a problem later on. Come here. There we go. See, like I said before, a problem with the tentacles. Come on. And it's dead. Okay, so we got Coiled Sword from him. And Ember's restored. Now, embering, or being embered, allows you to... Well, there's several benefits with it. First, your max hit points go up by 30%. Or, just put it another way, embered hit point total is 1.3 times unembered hit point total. Now it's for a Coiled Sword. Frosted Shrine Bonfire to activate Bonfire Warp. Enable travel between bonfires. So that's how we get fast travel. Let's rest here. Alright, with that, I think we're good this episode. See you later, everyone.